Some big information regarding that whole Sentinel scene in the Avengers Doomsday set photos has just popped up, and we're going to talk about it today and how this could really be something interesting and make this an amazing fight scene. Let's get right into the video. So you know that scene that was going around where it showed Sentinel body parts and they were like all over that map with the X-Men mansion and people were talking about it? Well, we might have just gotten some details regarding it and how this may change everything you thought that was going on during this scene. So let's get right into it. So first off, the first scene that we were told about is Monica Rambeau is actually inside the X-Men mansion and she's super lost in here and she's kind of freaking out. She doesn't know what's going on, but something big is actually happening outside, along with hearing about an incursion that's happening because she's in this world and it's leading this world into another Earth, but it's not quite telling us which Earth it's from, but we can assume that it's the 616 because it's saying the Earth you're from is pulling towards our Earth, causing an incursion. But next up, I think the super big scene that we need to talk about is this one. There's one piece that features the Avengers, and this has Sam Wilson's Captain America, Shang-Chi, Falcon, Ant-Man, She-Hulk, Namor, Shuri, M'Baku, Captain Marvel, and even Thor, and they're at the X-Mansion. And alongside them, they are fighting with the X-Men, and they're all going against Sentinels. And it also mentions that you can see the Invisible Woman in this as well. And they said they are perfectly showcasing the classic comic suits straight from the comic books themselves. And that's insane because this is obviously the turning point where, you know, at first it's probably Avengers versus X-Men, but then at the same time, then they realize that they're on the same side, and maybe Doom is creating these Sentinels and he's controlling them, because we've also heard rumors about Doom having Doom bots. So for all we know, he could be working with another person, or he could just be in control of the Sentinels. But the crazy part is, once again, Sam Wilson, Shang-Chi, Falcon, Ant-Man, She-Hulk, Namor, Shuri, M'Baku, Thor, Captain Marvel, all along the sides of the X-Men. But the craziest part is, these are the two teams that are going to be fighting each other before they decide to team up. Now, they've got some pretty heavy hitters. I mean, Thor and Captain Marvel and Namor are huge heavy hitters. And then if you think about the brains of Shuri, and then you got Ant-Man as well, plus Shang-Chi's fighting skills, and the Invisible Woman, which means the Fantastic Four have to be somewhere as well. Why is the Invisible Woman on this set? We don't know, but it's crazy to think that the Fantastic Four are also joining in. So at this point in time in this film, we can assume they're all going against Doctor Doom. But before you go, I have even more news. So on top of that, the person goes on to say that there also is Thor with short hair and a golden hammer. I'm not sure how realistic I feel about that one. Maybe it's a totally different object that he's using, but they said it's the concept art that was shown. They also mentioned that there was new suits shown for a lot of the characters like M'Baku and Namor and a couple other characters, along with Shuri, which is super cool, which means they are giving these characters new suits, which is something nice to think about. But they also mentioned that we got to see the landscapes, and they were Talokan, Wakanda, the TVA, and the X-Mansion, which we do know that the TVA and the X-Mansion are going to take a big part in this film. Obviously, Talokan and Wakanda, you're going to be recruiting Namor and the Wakandans and all of them, so we're going to have to go to both parts and get these characters all on the same side. Maybe Doctor Doom is going to them separately and whatnot as well, and maybe trying to get Namor away from the Wakandans, showing him like, hey, they're bad, they're going to betray you, or they're going to stop your world from being safe, or something along those lines. But this is some great information that's just recently come out. I was hit up on this from Reddit, so hey, take it with a grain of salt as always, but let me know what you guys think down below. What do you guys think of that Avengers lineup? Because I think it's pretty solid. Let me know what you guys thought, and I'll catch y'all in the next one.